with your eyes. Never judge a person by the size. Never judge a person by the. Never judge him. Never judge a person. Never judge an age. Never judge his age with your.
Isolation, stay away from other superstitions. Now's the time to limit your relation. Information for your conservation and observation. Isolation, time for practicing your masturbation. Sorry that you canceled your vacation. It's not just you, it's the whole entire nation in isolation.
We believe we should confront anxiety with a clear plan to deal with its root causes.
Just before we get to questions, I'm supposed to model healthy behavior. Nice and sunny, but a little brisk.
My constipation in isolation has really helped my toilet paper situation. Should hold up depending on the duration. I have to stay in isolation. Isolation, a conversation you should have with every single generation. The older people need a working vaccination. The younger people are afraid of dissemination.
Listen, Canada is a modest country. We know we can't solve these problems alone. We know we need to do this all together. We know it will be hard work, but we're Canadian, and we're here to help. And it's our job as your government to do justice to that compassion and to that kindness that you show to one another each and every day. We can build a better world for our kids and grandkids. This is who we are. This is what we believe in. This is Canada!
Isolation breeds agitation unless you find a way to get some inspiration. Make a creation, film a claymation, or just eat chips and talk to friends while on PlayStation. Station.
This song has no lyrics, This song has no lyrics, This song has no lyrics, Give me lyrics, for this song, This song has no lyrics, This song has no lyrics, This song has no lyrics, Give me lyrics, to the song, This part is where the verse goes, This part is where the verse goes, This part is where the verse goes, no shine, no lyrics, This part is where the verse goes, This part is where the verse goes, This part is where the verse goes, no shine, no lyrics, This song has no lyrics, This song has no lyrics, This song has no lyrics, Give me lyrics, for this song, This song has no lyrics, This song has no lyrics, This song has no lyrics, Give me lyrics, for this song,
Maybe a rap part comes
rhymes in here. I'm not sure, it's not clear. Maybe it would sound weird if we don't do a rap part. Maybe we do a verse that sounds similar to the first. So it would sound like this part is where the verse goes. This part is where the verse goes. This part is where the verse goes. No shine, no lyrics. This part is where the verse goes. This part is where the verse goes. This part is where the verse goes. No shine, no lyrics. This song has no lyrics. This song has no lyrics. This song has no lyrics. Give me lyrics for this song.
It's Wednesday, it's 8 p.m. We're not all at apartment 7-Eleven, but we are live. It's the DG Special.
On tonight's show, we've got Chris Wilson, Kaitlin Mamie, Georgea Brooks, Martha Chaves, the DG Special News with Bob Kerr, featuring me, Josh Finkelman, and Dan Tahmizian.
And now your host, Dan Galea.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Dan Galea, and I am the host of the DG Special. Welcome. I hope you're all having a good time. My hair just got long enough to put in a ponytail, so now I'm not sweating all the time because my hair is in my face. Isn't that great? I think that's just super duper. Welcome to the DG Special. We have an amazing lineup for you today. So many fun people, and we got something cool happening. I hired a staff writer, and just one, and he said he would write stuff for the show, but only during the show, just to save money. And so he's going to come in and he's going to pitch some stuff live on air. So that's going to be super fun. I can't wait to see what he writes. Let's bring Josh and Dan in. Josh, Dan, how's it going over there?
Great.
Hello.
It's summer now.
It is summer. Hey, look, Bob fixed it. It looks like Bob worked it out over there.
So
We've been having a little bit of technical difficulties off the top here, but we're not going to even talk about them for 1 second. But I was just pleased to see that maybe Bob's thing is working. So we'll have to see live. We're going to have to test that live, and that's going to be exciting. So look for that
High
as a
stakes
possible
podcast.
Future mistake.
It's high stakes.
Yeah, man, that's how this goes, man. Josh, how's your week been?
It's been good, man. I like that we skipped spring altogether, went right to super hot summer. So that was fun. I missed jackets already, but yesterday I sweat my body weight just sitting on my balcony, which I thought was just great. So yeah, you can't go wrong with the summer.
No, you really can't. And you look, I see you're wearing a Nassau sweater, so you must have been pretty disappointed today.
You know, I was someone told me about it. Shout out to Julia out there. She told our little group of people that the launch was happening, and I thought, whoa, that'll be a nice thing to have on in the background while I'm working and stuff. And so I flipped it on in the background, and all of a sudden I was like waiting because I didn't have volume. A space launch is not that exciting if you don't have volume. It's just two guys sitting in a cockpit waiting, right? So I had no idea that there was a problem. And then finally I had a moment where I could turn the volume on, and like literally the first words that happened were, we'll do it on Saturday. And I was like, what? So it was a very anticlimactic space launch, which I guess is better than a tragically climactic one. So Saturday we'll do it again, and I can report back next week if we actually did send Elon Musk into space. That's my understanding. He's on the...
Is he on the ship? Is he going to be on the ship?
I just
feel like
say,
it would be.
I thought it
would
was
be
Bob
great.
and Doug. I heard Bob and Doug are going up to space.
Bob and Doug. I mean, sure. They sound, that sounds like astronaut names, so I'm down with that.
I can't do this anymore.
Wow, that didn't last at all very long.
Like, don't touch it.
Yeah, no, you have to leave it just like that. There are three sort of, I feel like, degrees of long hair. Like mine's up right now. Dan used to have really long hair. Dan used to have really long hair. And if we were arranged differently, I feel like we could do it, you know, progressively.
I'm a wreck. Listen, Dan, how was your week?
Yeah, pretty good as well. I like also feel like my body is adjusting to this heat. I mean, I love the hot weather, but yeah, when it comes on this quick, your body just like reacts so strongly. But yeah, I'm in a new place. I don't know if anybody who's watched previous shows. I'm now upstairs in my office space because I did my own my own show yesterday, Videorama.
Oh my God, it was so fun.
Yeah,
if you get
it
a
was
chance,
great.
watch Videorama. And you know, it's long. It's a long show, but
Yeah.
it's like, it feels not long. Like, I don't know. It was a lot of fun. And it's just kind of like have it on and just fucking hang out with these guys. Cause it's just, they're playing a lot of old viral videos and they really deep dive into them. And it's super interesting. And I think it's one of the most unique, cool shows out there. So make sure you check it out. And just definitely, while we're on the topic, follow Dan's Twitch channel, which is...
It's twitch.tv /Videorama show. I'll throw it in the Facebook page there. But yeah, give that a follow and watch. I'm gonna try and do it weekly, but yeah, we'll see what day.
Hey, did you see how awesome I just did this and my hair went perfect? That was so funny. That was like a Naked Gun thing where like the hair is like all messy and the guy just goes
fell into place.
Yeah.
I will say, Dan, for a week as I attempt a weekly podcast, it is not as easy as it seems. So I wish you very good luck. But my record, I think we're at
Josh's
7
podcast up the downstairs.
That's right. Running up the downstairs. I'll put that in the chat as well. You feel free to. There's less video content. You have to imagine what I look like. So that works out. You know.
And also, please hop on Twitch and follow DGS Productions. And while we're at it, it'd really mean a lot if you'd share this stream. That's how we get viewers. And if you can't donate money, which Das will also post the link to,
absolutely,
you can definitely share it for free, and it would make my day. It's part of what I do this for. It's for all the likes. Just kidding. So one of the things that I always felt bad about is I don't really have like a monologue on the show. Bob Kerr, get ready. I don't really have a monologue on the show. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to do a news segment on the show, and then I get people who are good and like doing news type monologue jokes to do our news. And today's no different. Dan, why don't you set us up with the DGSN news with anchor Bob Kerr? Here we go. Share that screen. 1 second, Bob.
Hi.
Hold on. We got a nice little opening video for you and everything. Dan, do that.
Great.
Is that coming?
Nope.
All right. Well, you know what, Bob? I got you covered. It's time for the DGSN special news with Bob Kerr.
Thank you, Dan. Good day. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Great. Okay, here we go. Here's the top news. According to Toronto Police Chief Mark Saunders, during the Trinity Bellwoods gathering, tickets were issued to people who were urinating and defecating on private laneways and backyards. Thanks, I needed that, said one guy who was handed a ticket while defecating. The Toronto mayor apologized for joining the masses in the city park and wearing his mask under his chin as opposed to over his face. Said John Tory, "What can I say? I have a sick chin." Ontario Premier Doug Ford spoke of the Trinity Bellwood scene and said, quote, "It looked like a rock concert." Yeah, and the band that was playing, COVID and Cambria. Deep cut. All right. Speaking of Doug Ford, the Ontario Premier made a video showing how to make his famous cherry cheesecake. Now, I tried it out, and I got to say, that cheesecake was like crack. Actually, come to think of it, I might have watched the wrong Ford video. According to experts, adopting a 4-day work week could help rebuild Canada's economy after COVID-19. When asked to elaborate on how that would work, experts said, Yeah, well, we're off the clock now. Amid the pandemic that's claimed so much of the elderly population, 98-year-old Betty White affirmed that she was doing fine and said that she was blessed with incredibly good health. Though she did say this into a stapler, so I don't know. Jimmy Fallon has apologized for performing in blackface when he did an impression of Chris Rock on Saturday Night Live 20 years ago. Now, if you watch the video, and I did watch the video, I don't know what's more unbelievable. That Fallon did blackface or that he didn't break character. After having an argument about her dog being unleashed in Central Park, a white woman called the cops on a black man who was there for bird watching. Said the man, "Well, on the bright side, I did spot a racist tit." The woman has recently been fired from her job at an investment management company. But good news for her, there's 4 new job openings at the Minneapolis Police Department. So, seems like she'd be a good fit there. According to a survey, half of Canadians believe that the government is deliberately hiding information from the public about COVID-19. That story again, half of Canadians are conservatives. Now, and this is the last one, Dan, so get ready. Medical experts say that peeing just in case may actually be bad for your bladder. So from now on, don't pee just in case. Pee just in toilet. And that's the news for this week. Thank you, Dan. Back to you.
Hey, Bob, thank you so much for doing that. We weren't sure if we were going to get you. And you know what's funny is, like, we practiced this afternoon. We had a Zoom meeting. It worked perfectly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, right before the show,
yeah,
that's what happens, right? Murphy's Law.
Yeah. God damn it.
God damn Murphy's Law.
Can I swear?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, God damn it.
Fucking right. Fudge. So how are you doing? How are you holding up? You doing okay?
I'm hunkered down here in the basement. I have not set foot for the past 71 days, just quarantining like crazy. I haven't had anything to eat.
Oh, God.
So everything is, it feels like I'm in a fever dream right now. I actually don't trust that I'm talking to you or, you know?
I am part of a video game that was programmed around you, basically.
Oh, good. Well, then.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to say that against my programming, but.
Mm-hmm.
But you've been okay? You've been writing a lot?
Yeah, I've been writing. I've been, is that good? You can see my face. I've been growing a beard.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. It's, I need to shave. But, yeah, I've just been writing and, you know, I haven't been doing a whole lot of anything exciting, but that's kind of how I live.
Yeah, I hear you. This isn't a big change for me either, but there is something about not being allowed to do stuff that I don't want to do that bugs me, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
I at least want the option to not want to go out.
Sorry?
I at least want the option to not want to go out, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why I like when it rains, because then I have an excuse.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But when it's sunny out, it's just like, ugh.
I got the air conditioner going over here already.
That's probably bad for sound.
Yeah. It's either that or you just the show's hosted by a puddle, a very upset puddle. Honestly, though, thanks for doing it, and thanks for writing those for the show. And it's really good seeing your face.
It's my pleasure, Dan, and thank you for having me on the show. And I'm glad to see that you're looking healthy and happy, buddy.
Hey, thanks. I'm definitely healthy. I release you. See you later, buddy. Oh, man. I'm happy too sometimes. We're all happy sometimes. That's right. Man, I wonder how the writing's going right now with that staff writer.
Oh, it's going pretty good. I got one sec. Let me just get the video on here. Okay. Hey.
There you are.
Hey, Dan.
Introduce yourself. Yeah.
My name's Chris. I'm the new staff writer on the show. Thank you for the opportunity for a job at this time. We haven't talked about pay. We don't have to. It's
No,
awkward.
we'll talk about pay once we've all proven ourselves and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So I've made some sketches. I didn't have time to write long ones, like proper big ones. So
Okay.
these are like really short.
Sure.
Really short. I don't even know if they have punchlines yet, but we can figure it out.
Probably going to be a
So
problem.
I have scripts here if you want to.
Yeah. Which one do you want to start with?
Grab those.
Hold over. Is that the one?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So let's just start with that. Setting is a police. So that's the first one. So so let's just begin the first miniature sketch. Yeah, you're in a car. Okay, here we go. Afternoon, sir. You roll your window down, please. There we go. Now you can hear me. Hey, sir, you have any idea why I pulled you over?
No.
Oh, God damn it. I'd hope you'd know because I have no idea. Fuck. Right, so like that's
So that's
one of them. Kind of a cop that didn't know why he pulled somebody over.
That wasn't bad actually. I like that.
Thanks. Yeah. A strong punch. I feel like if you just yell the punchline a lot of the times, it's stronger. So this is another one that I wrote. Takes place in a chicken coop.
This one's just you though, right?
Yeah, I could just do this one. This is just a chicken coop. Okay, so we'll make a chicken coop.
Perfect.
I haven't paid for this image yet. I don't know if the sketch is going to be good, so I won't pay for it yet. Okay. And now, a farmer counts his chickens before they hatch. One. So it's a fairly empty chicken coop here. I feel like there's probably only one egg in there. That's why I wrote that.
Right. Yeah.
So it didn't take long to count all the chickens before they hatch. It's a saying like don't count your chickens before they.
That's what I thought. I knew it was a
they
saying.
hatch. Yeah, it's kind of a play on that.
You sent me some stuff for this next one, I guess.
Yeah, let's do another one. So these are going along great. I feel like this one takes place in a jungle. We're out in a jungle.
Yeah.
Discovering species. Okay. Here we go.
I guess I got the wrong idea, but yeah, okay.
No, you're just you wear your coat, lab coat in the jungle. It's fine.
I wear my coat in the jungle. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Amazing doctor. We've discovered 3 species of spiders. Let's name these spiders.
Yeah, let's name them. Great.
Okay, I'll name this one Tarantula, and I'll name this one Black Widow.
Wow, those are great names. Those are really clever names.
Thank you.
Cool.
What will you name yours?
Okay, let's see. Daddy Longlegs.
God damn it, Steve!
Yeah, what? It's my spider. I can name it what I want.
Yeah, sure. Long legs makes sense. Is it your daddy?
Daddy Longlegs is the name of my spider.
Oh my God, dude. Mine
Daddy
makes
Longlegs.
sense.
You'll have to say it. Everybody will say it.
Daddy Longlegs. Oh, there's a Daddy Longlegs in my room. Help, mommy.
Well, when you say it that way, it sounds stupid. But if you go, oh my God, there's a Daddy Longlegs.
Ugh. How about a long-legged slider or something?
I like Daddy Longlegs.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
That was pretty good.
No, that sketch was okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like about
it wasn't
like
great.
riffing off of something that Bob had brought up, like the animal, like titmouse, the bird sounded, it's a dumb name.
Oh man,
for
yeah,
an
that's
animal. So
that is what it's like.
Yeah.
Maybe just keep writing. Keep on
Yeah,
writing,
okay.
and we'll keep trying them. We'll keep trying
okay,
them.
sure. I'll just go and write
Some of those were
few
good
more.
starts for sure, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Enjoy the
Thank
show.
you. All right.
I'll see you so soon.
Thank you. Just come back anytime you have something, okay, Chris?
Okay. Yeah.
I just feel like speaking of just kind of people are kind of running out of ideas lately, and I find that movies, especially now, I don't know if they've been just filmed recently or what, but they're not really coming up with great ideas. Like there's a lot of movies based on board games now, and like a lot of movies that are just like, what, really? Battleship needed a movie, you know? And I noticed that there was like a string of movies coming out about just like games we used to play when we were a kid. I have no idea whether this is going to work, but let's give it a shot, shall we? Here's one of the trailers I saw recently for Red Rover, if you remember that game.
Friends.
Hey, how are we gonna get that monster back to his own dimension?
One scientist.
Gentlemen, if we can get the monster to these coordinates, I can open a portal and send him home.
How do you expect to get the monster to those exact coordinates?
And one plan that just might work.
Red Rover.
And you'll never guess.
Remember that game we used to play when we were kids? Red Rover?
Who they're calling over.
We need to call the monster over.
I'll give you 2 hints.
Red Rover, we call monster over. We didn't plan past this! That is so stupid.
I think stupid is exactly what we need right now.
What? Aren't you the scientist?
I'm a Christian scientist.
Red Rover.
Wow, that was that's what I'm talking about. You know, imagination. It's a thing that not everybody has. I'll tell you that. Here's the great thing about the show. It moves forward. For instance, Bob told us the news, what's going on now, you know, and now somebody named Martha Chaves is going to tell us what's next in a segment we're calling What's Next with Martha Chaves.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Am I there?
Oh, your
This is
volume's a
only-
little low.
My volume, just a second. Now?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. That's good. Okay. So I lost the dongle for my what do you call it, the podcast microphone. So I have this little lavalan. It's called the little lavalan. Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Do you hear me? Okay. Hi, people. Are people listening already?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So hi, everybody. I'm Marta Chavez. I have been in quarantine since March. I haven't done much but going to the supermarket. When I go to the supermarket, my partner, when I come back, my partner interrogates me as if she were Queen Isabella and me, Christopher Columbus. Like, what did you discover? What did you see? What people did you meet? What territory did you planted your flag on? Like, those are the questions that I get now. And I get mocked a lot by street people because I go with my mask. I have a shield. I go with my gloves. I have a little bottle of alcohol, and I'm not drinking it. I am just spraying it everywhere. So I get mocked a lot here in the Bay Village. And today a guy told me, "You gonna get it." And I am a little bit superstitious. I'm thinking I may as well get it because I'm being too careful. So tomorrow I'm going to go to Winners, which is open already. I passed by today and I noticed that all the clothes are bigger now. The sizes are huge. Like they know that people have been baking bread and eating bread, but not me. I have been saving myself. I've been doing my keto diet still because I imagine that if there would be a zombie apocalypse and I had to run away, I really better be lean so the zombies don't want to eat me first. That's my my thing. I'm not used to talk and attempt to do a comedy thing without hearing anybody but the voices in my head. This is so weird. It's so weird. And all of the material that we had before is kind of like obsolete now. In a way, like I talk a lot about the preachers at Donda Square. You know, the preachers there, the ones that are informing you that the apocalypse is coming. And I love to go and fight with the preachers because that makes my heart happy for some reason. I just go and there was a Mexican preacher before the whole thing, before they locked us up. There was a Mexican preacher or a Latino preacher because he had an accent thicker than mine, and he was yelling, "If you don't believe in Jesus, Satan is going to burn you." Like I know he meant Satan, but because I am a bit of an asshole sometimes, I go and I tell him, "Hey, Satan is very slippery. Satin is what they use in all of the whorehouses in the world so people can fornicate deliciously." And then, like he doesn't like that. And then he tries to speak Spanish to me, and then I answer to him in Spanish, but I tell him that I don't speak Spanish, and he's so confused. Although he can speak in tongues, like people that can speak in tongues. He's like, and then his phone rang and he picked it up. What kind of an asshole you have to be to put the Lord on hold? Because that when you speak in tongues, apparently you have a direct line with God. And he put him on hold. But anyway, all of that disappeared from Donda Square, and that was a good thing. Like I've been going around there to check, and a summer came upon us after like a snowstorm last week. There was a guy already with a shopping cart announcing the apocalypse, oblivious that we already are in the apocalypse. I mean, I'm waiting for a murderous, how do you call those? The murderers, that bird, it's not a bird, it's like an insect, hornet. I am just waiting for a murderous hornet to attack me and get poison with big vapor. Because I put, instead of tanning lotion, whatever is evident of my face after I pour my mask, I put my big vapor and I wait for the murder, how do you call it? Murderous hornet. I don't even want to know. But I do believe that that this is the apocalypse in the sense of that everything we were before we went in, we won't be anymore. Like, for example, comedians. How are we going to do comedy if we are speaking moistly? And when people laugh, they are answering moistly to us. So I imagine that I will be with a bullhorn in a parking lot. Hey, is there anybody from out of town? I don't know. We have to reinvent ourselves, I guess. But this is really weird. I am not used to this silence, except I am, of course, in Hamilton. But from my living room, I am used to not hearing any response. This is tricky. I've been working in other things. I am the host of a show, of a podcast produced by the Nobel Women's Initiative. And I am their host. The podcast is called "When Feminists Rule the World." And of course, when you hear that, when feminists rule the world, you imagine that I have had a lot of hate mail because of the word feminist and ruling the world. But the fact is that it is just a dream. That women will rule the world, and we will do exactly what Jacinta and all of those women did, the ones that controlled the pandemic right away, like the leaders, that mostly women controlled it right away. So today I interviewed two women. I interviewed Dia Khan, is her name. She won an Emmy because of her show. She has a show that is called Jihad, in which she made the big guy from ISIS cry. That's her gift. And she also had a reunion with neo-Nazis in the after the protest. Remember when the Nazis marched with tiki torches and their white hair, their white shirts and khaki pants. And she went there. Sorry, I know that I'm not supposed to touch my face, but it's itchy. Anyway, Dia went and interviewed these neo-Nazis, and she made them her friends. And I was really inspired because I don't even want to go to Florida to meet people that love Trump. So that's I'm learning a lot from the people I interview. I interviewed Maria Hinojosa, another Emmy Award winner. I'm interviewing a lot of big shots. So I think that you should tune in. This was not a comedy show. This was just Martha is telling you what she's up to. And I am, of course, hoping that everybody, that all of you and all of us will survive this pandemic, that at the end we all will have a big hug-a-thon at Comedy Bar, and we will do the Montreal kiss, and sometimes the European kiss, the 3 kisses. I am a kisser, I am a hugger. And although I am a germaphobe, it's like the contradiction of my personality. But I want to hug you all. You cannot imagine how I want to hug you all. And I want to go to the dentist. I have a toothache. And I haven't, I couldn't even get antibiotics because if he doesn't see me, he cannot send me antibiotics. So I have been, with a chicken leg, like as if it were a tea bag, trying to extract antibiotics. Because you cannot go to the stupid dentist. They're opening the hairdresser this week, but you can't go to the dentist here. Can you imagine? This is going to be, I don't know, when we come back, because I usually, as a comic, I always talk about what's going on in my life and where I have been. Like I was in Alberta, I was here, I was there. What show I'm doing. Like I'm supposed to be doing the Winnipeg Comedy Festival, which was in April, but I was busy saving people here at home because, we are, by being in quarantine, we are saving the world. So I am saving the world watching my series. And I'm supposed to be in Winnipeg on the 26th of August. And you know how you get rusty with your material and everything. And like comics, we always ask people, can I come and do 10 minutes? I am owning my Winnipeg Comedy Festival. And the show that I'm doing is called the Travel Show. And everything I was talking about travel has been obliterated by the fact that we can't travel now. It is everything is new, Dan Galea. I remember the last time I saw you, Dan, was when I gave you that award at the Comedy Awards.
Right.
Remember? Last year, what was that last time we saw each other?
I know.
But I can't wait to see you again and all of everybody.
And Martha, thank you so much for doing the show. And honestly, just your face and your smiling face is so great. And I just love hearing you talk. And just one more time for the audience, if they're watching, they want to catch your podcast. Sounds really interesting. I mean, hey man, if this lady can make friends with Nazis, who knows, right? What?
Yeah. Well, it was amazing. Like she asked the white supremacist. She asked him, so would you want, because she's of Pakistani origin, but from Norway. So she asked him, so you are saying that you don't like people like me, so would you deport me? And the big neo-Nazi with a swastika in his forehead, he goes, right. No, because you are my friend. So this was a big learning experience. And then I interviewed Ilwaz. I don't have her last name here, but she's a reformer of child soldiers of Al-Shabaab in Somalia. And me, I was confronted with my intolerance because sometimes I want to shoot people on Facebook. Right. As I said,
it's hard to teach people to be a different way. And sometimes the only way to do that is to try to talk to them. And sometimes you don't understand or agree with anything they say, but the only way to get your information to them is to listen first. So it's interesting.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So
well, it's not that I am going to be sending a bouquet of flowers and 99 love balloons.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you won't be sending any flowers.
Or 99 love balloons.
But seriously, listen to Martha's podcast. Martha, thank you so much for doing the show. I love your lamp, and we're going to keep moving on. Have a good one, Martha.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh man, she's so great. Just such a happy person, and I just love being around Martha. We won an award last year. She was saying it 2 years ago, last year, for Being Andy Circus, which is a video me and Dan Tahmizian made, which we played earlier in the season, and Martha gave us the award. So there's the connection there.
Dan.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I just have some 3 new hot off the press.
Perfect.
Here we go.
Why don't you come
Hot
on
off the press.
video there?
I printed them out. Sent them to you.
I see them.
You got them?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 fresh new sketches for you.
Cool.
Okay.
Is this wedding? Is that where we're starting?
Yeah, let's go to the wedding. We'll just be in
got
a
it.
wedding setting. There's a lot of humor that happens at weddings, I find. So let's mine some of that humor.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. And do you, Dan, take this woman for richer or poorer?
Richer.
Excellent choice. Yes, a lot of people don't know that you can answer those questions. I'll put you down for richer.
Thank you.
Very good.
Perfect.
There you go. So that's a little
that was my
little
favorite one
sketch.
for sure so far.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I just find I always thought that you could answer those questions. It's like a richer or poorer. Oh, richer, please, right? Okay, let's do that. Let's do another one.
Sure.
This is a hospital. The comedy can happen here. You'll see. Here we go.
All right. Congratulations, sir. It's a baby boy.
Oh my God, he's beautiful.
You're looking at the placenta.
What? Oh, right. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
There we go. It's just a little hospital humor.
You got a good range on you. That's what I like about you.
Yeah, it's just I pick a setting and then we go with it. And speaking of settings, let's go back to my favorite setting from before the jungle. And I have another.
Yeah, I'm not putting on a lab coat again. I don't know why you sent me that. Seems like we're kind of outdoors.
Well, if you just want to put the lab coat on because it's the same characters, right? It's from before.
Fine.
It's the scientists.
You know what?
One's in the jungle and one didn't dress appropriately.
Full. Sure. Okay, we're good.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Amazing, Doctor. What a great day of discoveries.
Yeah.
First the spiders and now the birds. We got new birds here. Okay, I'll begin the naming process.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, I'll call this one the Robin.
Wow.
And for this one, Eagle.
Amazing. Wow. I love those names. They have a nice ring to them. That's very good work, Doctor. Very good work.
What do you
I guess
what
it's
are you
time for
gonna name your
me
bird?
to name my bird.
So I said Robin and Eagle, right?
What
so
should my bird's name be? Blue-footed Booby.
Grow up!
No! It's my
seriously,
bird.
grow
I'll
up!
name it what I want.
Oh
I'll name
my
it after
God.
a blue-footed booby.
Ooh.
So,
That bird is going to be named that forever.
I know. Okay? Don't I know that? And that's going to be fun for kids to say.
Yeah,
They're studying the Galapagos Islands at a little giggling school.
Yeah. No, that was fun. That was good.
Okay, so yeah, there's
I
I
don't
want
love
to
the
raise
scientist
awareness
one, but,
about how
maybe I'll
animals have
just nod
names.
to the scientist ones for now.
No more scientist ones?
I don't know. I don't like
Okay.
it. I don't like wearing the coat. So
Okay, yeah, it's hot. Okay, well, I'll just
you know what? 2 out of 3. Good job.
I'll get back to writing and no more scientists. Noted.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Well, I'll see you shortly.
Thank you, Chris. He's not doing a bad job. Maybe I'm being a little hard on him. I think some of these are pretty good. A little shorter than I expected, to be honest. But that's the name of the game, right? Short. That's the name of the game. What? Okay, let's bring Josh back in here. Josh, are you there?
I am. I forgot how
Cool.
to unmute myself. I did it though. We're good.
We have a pretty cool guest next. Pretty big deal. She's the star of the hit comedy album Cash Grab. And she's also the co-host of the wildly successful comedy podcast, Nice Bum, Where You From? Let's just bring her out. I'm too excited. She lives in LA. She's doing the show for us. Give it up for Georgea Brooks.
Hey.
Hey there.
Oh man. Am I big?
You're huge.
I meant like
Oh, sorry, that's embarrassing.
But it did sound like I was being like, so do you find me successful?
Yeah.
I do. I
Just doing
do.
my nails, so
Now you're big. No, when I found out you wanted to do the show, I was like, whatever you want. So I don't know what you're gonna do, but
well, when you asked me to do the show, it was a while ago, and I was like gonna do comedy because that's who I am.
Yeah.
But I don't like it anymore. It's just not good. Did you see the show? It's just like comedy's kind of done. Very fun to be in a writer's room with you guys, though.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching it. Shout out to everyone watching. This is cool. What's up with you guys?
Nothing, but we were actually talking earlier about just kind of how we're passing the time.
Yes.
And I was wondering, like, is there anything you've been doing to pass the time? You've been watching anything cool lately?
Yes, thank you for asking. Wow, right on the nose, Dan. I've been watching TV a lot, as we all have. I started with all the classics, like, I did all of Boardwalk Empire. Just finished 30 Rock. But
nice.
The one that I'm the most excited about, and you guys have probably heard it because it's on Netflix and it's number 10. You know how they tell you now?
Yeah,
like,
it's number 10. It's huge.
It's number 10, at least in America. And that's like what counts. So it's exciting. It's called Sweet Magnolias. Have you heard of this?
I have seen
Sally
the picture.
Field.
Sally Field is not in.
Okay.
That's Steel Magnolias, Josh.
Oh, you know what? Netflix has been very confusing to me because of that reason. Thank you. That makes a lot more sense.
This one, I think maybe we have a photo.
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
up right now.
Oh, it is? Oh, I can't see it.
It's like a bunch of people holding hands on a table.
Yeah, it's this is the pitch. This is the elevator pitch. Think about a Hallmark movie, but make it a whole season. That's the pitch. You don't even need to know what it's about. Okay? In an elevator, someone said to an exec, and I want you to know, it's going to sound like I'm shitting on it because I'm naturally like funny that way, but I do truly love it and I truly cannot stop watching it.
Okay.
But I think in an elevator pitch, because that's how shows get made.
Yep.
They just said that. They didn't even tell the plot line, which is crazy because the plot is so good. Do you want to hear about it?
I do actually.
Of course.
Okay, so it's about it's about a few things, but let's start. It takes place in a little town. Do you guys know Charleston?
Yep.
So
South Carolina?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I needed to know. I'm glad you knew that. I needed that. It's in South Carolina and it's not Charleston.
Oh, no, I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't even know if Charleston's in South Carolina.
I think it is. I think it is.
Cool.
It's in the South because they all have accents and they're not all those actors are supposed to. And so it takes place in a little town called Serenity.
Yeah.
And it surrounds these three grown-up best friends. And I think that's why I really like it, because a lot of the shows I like are like Pretty Little Liars or like Riverdale. And I like them because they're so dynamic, but they're about kids. And I'm like, I am a grown-up.
Right.
So it's kind of hard. This is like about three women who are women. And it opens by one of the women. Her name is Maddie. She is a mom and she just is going through a divorce, and her divorce is with her ex-husband, and he cheated on her with a nurse because he's a doctor, and he got that nurse pregnant. So him and the nurse are going to get married, and it's a huge town scandal, and it's really embarrassing because the town's so small, so like everyone knows about it. So that's Maddie. Also, by the way, the husband, his name's Bill, and he's played by Chris Klein. Remember him?
Yeah.
Wait, American Pie, Chris Klein?
Yes.
Right.
He plays like a good doctor who's a bad guy.
That's who I think he is in real life.
Can I ask a question about this right away? Is he a good actor in this? Because he's a weird actor, I find.
Honestly, No, he's not that good.
Like, I feel like it's not even his fault. I feel like in real life he acts weird. So like this is what he thinks real life is. Like it's like, yeah, he just acts so strange.
I think that's who he is. I think
Yeah,
that's
me
just
too.
the Chris Klein personality, and that's all he does. That's his thing, his role.
But think about that weird personality and then throw a Southern accent on it. Okay.
That's amazing.
Okay.
I've always said he needed one.
And they also have 3 kids, and the oldest son is like a popular kid who plays baseball and he's a star pitcher. So also imagine Chris Klein as a Southern doctor who's like a baseball dad, and he's always like, "You're putting too much pressure on me." He's like, "We got a new coach." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then huge reveal: the nurse who he cheated on Maddie with, and remember Maddie, main character we following.
Right. Yeah. One of the 3 women.
Yeah, main woman. We'll call her main woman. Maddie, main woman, alliteration. So guess what, though? The nurse that Chris Klein knocks up is Jamie Lynn Spears.
Wait. Britney Spears' sister?
Yes, I thought
Wait.
this was a bigger, like, mic
Don't
drop.
tell. Wait. Don't tell me that she's not playing herself. Can I just believe that she's playing herself in this show?
I think everyone in the breakdown for the audition, they were like, "Hey, be the most yourself as you can, and we'll write the character around you." She's also like not the bad guy, but she's like everyone in the town's like, like, oh, and she's just like, "I'm pregnant and I want this baby to have the best life, and I can't help it if that means he has to leave his whole family." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Classic.
Right.
Seems like the right call.
Okay, so this isn't even the plot points yet. This is just a setup. And then the second main girl, who is a second best friend, her name is Dana Sue, and she's a chef. She has 1 daughter, and she's already been divorced.
Nice
And
down
then
there
there's-
job. Nice.
Is she the sassy one?
Because there's one more character, and she's like a high-powered attorney who's also Black. So she's like the sassy, strong-willed woman.
Yeah.
She's
the Raphael of the
I
group.
want to be. So
Okay.
she's coming in a second. Dana Sue, honestly, here's the thing. She sucks. Like, I think personally she sucks. And she's going through a lot. And that any episode now, we're supposed to like her. But like, I'm on episode 8 and I'm still not that into her.
Jesus.
And then there's Helen. And Helen is high-powered attorney, best friend to the girls. She's traveled a bunch. She came back to live in the town. She's like cool, collected attorney. She's a lawyer. We got that. Okay. We got all that. So we don't know all the main characters. I'm not even getting into the kids or the hot baseball coach who's coming later. Okay. Don't have much time left.
So many levels.
Yeah, you have about 5 minutes.
Okay, great. So, Maddie going through this divorce. Whole town's talking about her. She's real embarrassed. And then Helen, attorney woman, she informs Maddie, and she informs the 2 other best friends that she has purchased this giant house in town that they've loved forever, and they are finally going to pursue their dream of opening a spa.
Okay.
Wow.
What a turn.
And at first, Maddie's like, "I'm too busy." But the weird thing is, like, the other 2 women have jobs, and Maddie doesn't have a job, and she's too busy, but she's actually looking for a job. You're like, you're not instead of applying for jobs, and they're like, "And you're perfect because you ran that other spot for so long." Like, it just
So that's the elevator pitch, though, for sure. It's the show. Its essence is about 2 ladies with jobs who aren't busy, and 1 lady without a job who's super busy.
In fairness, isn't it always your friend who seems to have the least amount to do that always is the busiest?
Shut up.
that's so to me.
Where are they? What are they doing?
So it took some convincing, but eventually Maddie decided episode 2 or 3, she's all in. Okay, so we got that. Also in the beginning. Also, by the way, spoiler alert on all of this.
I was just gonna say we should have this should have been called spoiler alert. This whole segment.
Yeah. We really missed out on that segment.
We're barely
Just mute this for like 3 minutes.
Guys, are you looking to watch this show? Don't listen to us for the last 5 minutes. Yeah.
And if you are looking to watch this show at this point, don't listen, but skip the first episode because I've already covered it.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
This feels like the kind of show that ends with like them discovering a murder. Is there a murder?
I haven't finished this season.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, right?
It does sound like that, but I think that's because I'm pretty fun. The show doesn't have that.
Right. It doesn't have Georgia's fun energy. The show is everything Georgea said without all of her fun energy.
It is really like a Hallmark movie, which is what I love about it. But everyone, it's just like a town in the South where everyone knows each other and gets along, and race isn't a problem. And also everyone's like doing their own growing.
That's so funny.
Okay.
So then there's also, so Dana Sue, she's the chef. She owns this big ass deal restaurant in town. It's like the biggest deal outside of Charleston. Listen, they must be close to Charleston. Her head chef, I guess he was also a big deal, but she realized somebody's been stealing alcohol, and then she realized it was him, so she fired him. And then he's all mad about it. And then for the next few episodes, he keeps like popping up and being scary. Okay. Also, there's a new baseball coach. He's my favorite character.
There's some baseball through line that we're missing here, but
yeah, there's a lot of baseball happening.
Okay, sorry. The town's big into baseball.
Cool. Good to know.
The town's big into baseball. Also, Maddie going through the divorce with Chris Klein. They have 3 kids. Their oldest son is like the star pitcher of the high school baseball team.
Of course, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, their second oldest son just got cast in a play. It never comes up.
Okay. Just the thing they do. They never come back to it.
There's so much happening in this little town.
I know. It's an hour long.
So
okay. It's like take a Hallmark movie where someone is a powerful working person and then they realize their hometown is where they're supposed to be the whole time, but then draw it out over 8 episodes. Do you know what I mean? Okay.
Would this be long at 2 hours? Because we could do it in 8.
I smell a season 2. Murder? What about that? Get out of here.
That would be exciting.
There's a new baseball coach. He's new. He is also a teacher, I guess, because if you're a high school baseball coach, you also are a teacher. He teaches history. It also never comes up. But he's a former MLB professional baseball player, so I think that's like one level below. No, MLB
is pros. Yeah,
that's former. That's like you made it there, but you are done now.
Yeah, which is crazy. I didn't know that because I really spent the year before the pandemic trying to be a sports comedian. But you live.
All right. What's your wrap up on this? Because we gotta. First of all, I don't want to spoil the whole show. So what's your takeaway here? What's
I just want to talk about the best part.
Okay, the best part.
Okay. This baseball coach. I mean, I've been trying to get to him the whole time. He's like a big shot in town now. He's new. He's very hot. And guess who he has a crush on? Yes, Maddie.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh man, she's the main. That's why she's the main woman.
Mm-hmm. He kind of has a crush on her, and then one time he lives near her, I guess, and she needs a plumber, and they're all busy. They're all busy because they're all working on her spa.
That sounds amazing.
And so he comes over, he gets all wet, and then when he leaves, he like takes his shirt off outside, and somebody sees him in the driveway, and then rumors start going crazy. And then, okay, big time spoiler alert. Then her husband kind of her ex, and Chris gets a little jealous, and then there's a baseball fundraiser, and there's an auction, and Chris Klein auctions off a wellness treatment, and like nobody buys it, and then they auction off a date. They auction off a date.
Oh my God.
The baseball coach. And people spend so much money.
Of course.
And then Maddie's mom ends up buying him so that she can go.
Okay. Okay, Georgea.
I didn't even get to the guy who's looking for his father.
What? Is he also the baseball coach?
This description has got to be better than the show. Honestly,
I want a
Georgea
Georgea
so much.
commentary track.
I hate that I have to let you go right now because I got to move the show along. I'm wanting to know more. Maybe you'll come back when you've watched more. Oh man, it's so good to see you laughing and smiling. Thank you so much, Georgea. Give everybody a hello over in LA. Give Georgea a round of applause at home.
Thank you
Thanks,
for
buddy.
listening. Bye.
Yeah. Oh God.
Ooh.
Josh.
Wow.
You got to check that show out. Maybe we should Zoom it together.
Oh man, we should. That could be we could do a new show, just us watching that.
Oh man. All right, I got to check in with the staff writer really quick, so I got to let you go.
All right.
Yeah, and I've got some great sketches now. These are the I've got 3 more for you.
Oh,
probably the final 2.
Yeah, you did.
So
Okay.
they're going to be great. I sent them to you.
Yeah, I see them.
Okay, and they're I mean, let's waste no time, because this
Good.
one is
Okay.
about, like, you remember MTV Cribs? Remember
Yes,
that?
I
I've
do.
been thinking about it lately because this is like a pretty topical one. So here is a maybe I don't
Pretend like
have
my
it.
door is closed, I guess, then I'll reveal
Okay,
it.
here we go. So I'm just like, yeah, that's great. I'm just giving it a tour here. All right, so this is my kitchen. Pretty cool. Got 3 chairs right there. Awesome. And then yeah, let's go over here behind this door. This is where all the magic happens.
Oh, God.
Keep doing magic. Keep doing magic for your freedom. Otherwise, if you don't do a trick and impress me, you'll be in there forever.
Please help. Look at the guard.
You stay in there. You keep doing magic. All right, let's check out the living room.
Oh.
So that's just an MTV Crib style one.
Wow. Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah. It got pretty heated at the end there. Okay, so this one just takes place at a party. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
Is this just
here we
you?
go. Oh yeah. I'll just do this one. Okay.
Okay.
And now, a person who brags about weird things at parties. Oh. Yeah, when I shower, I get the cleanest. I get so clean. Okay, so yeah. That's that one. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, I got this. Whatever.
The final, yeah, we got it. It's just I
told
know
you no
you
more of
said
these,
no
but
scientist stuff, but you know, we
Listening
want,
is a big part of kind of having a job. But
yeah, we're going back to the jungle here.
you know what? Maybe this is a good one.
Yeah, it's been a kind of an arc throughout the show, I think. This
Okay.
thing. So okay, here we go.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, doctor. You discovered a frog.
Mhm.
I just named mine a tree frog.
Right. Great. That's a great name for your frog. Yeah.
Thank you. I named it that because I found it in a tree.
Oh,
Now,
that's great.
please do not let me down here. What are
Right.
you going to name your new species of frog?
Okay. Yeah.
Think about it. Just make it simple. Don't overthink
Right. Really simple. Just simple name.
Come on.
Red-breasted horny toad. Yeah. It's so weird. What? It's my animal.
Yeah, it is. You know what? You're going to have a whole bunch of species you named that are insane. They're ridiculous.
I just
Okay?
thought of
Just
another
like-
name for a bird. A titmouse.
Yeah, that's
A titmouse. That's a name for a bird.
Sounds like a mouse.
Well, it's a bird.
You know
It's
what?
my animal.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
You know what? Thanks for all your hard work, and I guess we'll
Thanks.
have to wait and see how the response is. You know?
Talk about payment and stuff. Or
Yeah. Do you have a Venmo account?
don't yet. Because
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah. We'll talk about it for sure, though.
Okay, cool. Okay, great. All right.
Whenever this whole COVID thing's over and there's a cure or whatever, we'll definitely meet up and we'll touch base.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait. Looking
All
forward
right.
to it.
Thanks, Chris. You were great. You know what? Sometimes you got to try new things, and I did, and I don't regret it, to be honest with you. I felt like, maybe we're onto something with that guy. Seems like he could be a real Real something. What? Okay. I guess I'm a little nervous. I'm sorry. I'm a little flustered here. So I actually have a date tonight, and I didn't want to reschedule it because she told me not to. We met on Tinder, and the only time she was available to do the date actually was during the show. Her name's Jean Marie. If you want to show a picture of her, Dan, just so people know what Tinder profile we got here. That is the lady I am going on a date with tonight. So I told her to just come on the show and we could have our date on the show. Yeah, so here she is. Jean Marie. Jean Marie. Hey.
Hey there. Do I look like my photo? See, look, I'm doing the same pose. Doing the same pose right here. Look.
Actually, just like that. Okay, there's your photo. There's you.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't look like your photo at all.
Oh yeah, that's because that photo is like 3 months old, Daniel. That's like 3 months old.
3
okay?
months.
So that's why. Also, it is a quarantine. Hello, I'm wearing my sweatpants. Okay, you want to get me out of my sweatpants? You better buy me a drink first.
Okay. Well, let's have a drink. Do you have a drink over there?
I sure do. You bet.
Right.
This is from the Trader Joe's because I'm out here in California. Yay, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Right? That's from that movie, Hard to Die Very Difficult.
Your Tinder profile says you're from Toronto, but I guess that's just another kind of thing. Let's cheers here.
Cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to maybe finding my husband, my future husband. We could be married.
And Tinder is where you're looking. Cool.
I'm looking for, yeah. I can tell. I tell you, I am very fertile. Okay. I've been checked before.
Okay, wait.
I can carry all your babies, but I don't want to be too forward, Dan. But let's just say cheers to getting married someday.
Yeah, let's just,
I love you.
okay. Let's just rewind a little bit. Why don't you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, aren't you cute?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we got the same sense of humor. I like you already. I like you a lot. Look at that cute little beard. You look like Jason Momoa.
Sometimes I think too picky, so I'm gonna go along with this.
The Underwater Man. What's that? Jason Momoa, Aquaman. You look just like him.
I get that. Never.
I'd climb him like a tree, just saying, and you look like him. So, Link.
What have you been doing in quarantine? Tell me about yourself. What's up?
What have I been doing in quarantine? Oh, drinking a lot of vodka. Oh, you bet. You bet, drinking a lot of vodka. I've been using my vibrator 24/7. I gotta get new batteries. You better believe it. That thing just running on out. I've been doing some
Actually, I'm gonna stop you right there.
videos. You know,
Sorry,
TikTok?
are you charging your vibrator right now?
TikTok, you want me to show one of those, Daniel?
I sure.
Can you still hear me?
Well, you're frozen for me.
Oh, yeah, that might be.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay, I'm charging my vibrator. Can you hear me?
That's what I thought. I can hear you. Yeah, and you're back.
Ooh.
Sort of.
Of course, now that my date.
Serves me right for meeting someone on Tinder and bringing them on the show.
I was about to do the TikTok.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
You're
now
kind of
about
back.
now?
Get up. Do this TikTok before it freezes.
Here we go. Listen, I'm using a. Oh boy. Okay, let me do it. Ready? Here we go. I hope you can see me. Ready?
I can see you.
Okay, wait. This is a popular one. Wait, let's start over.
Why is everything chrome? Hey, we finna turn up in this bitch. Lean, sweat, rock with it. Lean, sweat, rock with it. Lean, sweat, rock with it.
Everything's chrome in the future.
I get to the money, I get and go. I'm fucking your bitch, got digging the dope.
It's just something like that. I was just improvising at the end. Because I was just making up my dances, Dan.
That wasn't bad.
You
That wasn't bad. Oh man, that wasn't bad. It was fine.
Excuse me, you didn't just say it was bad, did you? Did you see how my hips move? Think about
No,
what
I said it was fine.
Fine. That's all I get is
It
fine.
was good. It wasn't. I said it wasn't bad. It was fine. Like that was fine.
Well, you are a tough crowd, Daniel. You are a tough crowd.
Listen, what's your most attractive in your eyes? What's your most attractive quality?
Most attractive quality would definitely be my power ass.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been told that I do have a power ass, Daniel. And
Yeah.
you want to feel it through the computer? Just
Well,
stick your
what
finger out.
side are you on? I guess I could
Just stick it out. You better believe this is like literally a brick wall right here. I'm built like a Clydesdale horse, Daniel. You just better believe you'd be lucky enough to feel this power ass.
Wow, I just still am trying to get over how different you look from the picture. It's hard to get past.
Well,
there it is.
That's me, buddy. That's me all the way. I just look, it's the same. I'm just got a smoky eye in that one. Look, I take off my glasses.
Let me try to get to know you a little bit here, okay, Jean? Let me ask you a question I ask everybody just because it's one of those things. What are you most afraid of?
Definitely dying alone or flushing the toilet on an airplane. Better believe I don't want to go down there. You better believe flush down the toilet, Daniel. What do you think about that?
That would
Have
suck.
sex with you in an airplane. Oh, am I too forward? You bet. Woo, woo.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess.
I did want to tell you, I saw on your Tinder profile that you are an actor.
I've done some acting. Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Okay. Well, I am looking for an agent. So, maybe after we talk, you can send me your agent's contact and you can give her my info. But I was thinking, one thing I've been doing quarantine is those monologues. All those casting directors doing those people sending out the monologues. Maybe we can do a scene together. You and I can just do a little scene and practice our acting.
Yeah, maybe one day for sure. Yeah, we could do
like
that.
right now, Dan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, what do you think?
If you want to be an actor, you got to be ready to go any second of the
Okay,
day.
you set the scene. We'll do this. Yeah.
All right, you ready? So I'm going to start. I'm just going to improvise a scene with you right now. I'm that
Okay,
good.
sure.
Hopefully there's casting agents watching.
Yeah, there's a lot of them watching for sure.
All right, ready? I'm going to start the scene now.
Okay.
Hey, my robot boyfriend, I can't come to outer space with you. I need to stay here on Earth because I have babies. Now you go.
If you loved me, you would come to space.
Robot, this might be the last time that we can ever make love, but I don't even know, how do you do that? Do you even have a penis?
All my fingers are penis.
That's the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life. Let me just
Come to space. Come to space. Come to space. Come to space. Come in space. Come in space. Come in space. Come in space.
Let's going up to the space.
Oh my God. I gotta stop. This is too hot for.
Daniel, that was amazing. We have such incredible chemistry.
I'm not gonna lie. Tinder is I guess this is what I should have expected. We do have kind of good chemistry. I got to admit. I didn't think I would. You're growing on me.
Well, if you growing on you, does that mean you're a little ooh whoop, doing a little something like ooh whoop?
No.
Well, you just wait till I get you in the sack. You wait till I get you in the sack. You better believe I can fuck like anybody you ever known.
Okay, I believe it. I do. I believe you have
like a
energy.
queen, you tall glass of whiskey.
Okay.
That's what you are, you tall glass
Making
of
me
whiskey.
blush.
I climbed you like a tree,
There's
goddammit.
that picture again, reminding me that this is not what I signed up for. Oh yeah, okay, without the glasses for sure.
What's your favorite sexual position, Dan? What are you wearing?
I usually just like straight up missionary. Anything else kind of like, I don't know. I just kind of get confused.
You get confused? You ever tried the butter churner? You ever heard of that one?
No.
You want me to say it's super easy?
Okay.
Super easy. What would happen is I would just get on my back and my legs go up like this.
Oh yeah.
And then you just come down like this, and then you just churn that butter.
Okay. Right.
Butter.
Yeah, I need a training camp
butter.
for that for sure. Yeah.
I hope no children are watching this date.
Well, this is a kids show. Yeah, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, whoopsie.
It's for little kids. So here's, I got 2 more questions for you, and then we should take this offline. Just hang out, and then we can talk more. But
yeah, I'll fly to Toronto and get it
well,
done,
that might be
bud.
kind of hard right now.
I'll make
So here we go. Well, if you could bring 3 things to a desert island, what would you bring?
Ooh, okay, that's easy. I bring a bottle of Jose Cuervo, and my vibrator, of course, and you, Dan.
Oh.
I bring you. Actually, you know what?
This
If
is
I
even
bring
really
you, I
tough.
didn't need my vibrator then, because we need to bang
Okay.
all day long. Because you'd have no choice but to bang me. You bet.
I'm shocked that you went with just 1 bottle of Jose Cuervo. You could have said a case, but my next question would be, what would your last meal be if it was good to pick one last?
Dan, that's easy. fish fillet from McDonald's, most underrated meal of all time. That or those rolling hot dogs at 7-Eleven. Damn, those are good.
All right, well, that's a deal breaker for me. I cannot be with someone that eats fish fillet at
Are
McDonald's.
you fucking kidding me? Because I wanted to, before we go, while you leave, I'm going to leave you with a little something that you're never going to forget.
Okay, you can
You're
try.
never going to forget. Okay, Dan? Now
Yeah,
you,
well, for sure. Let's see if you can do this.
you think about this. You think about this while you're in quarantine, Dan.
Okay.
You think about calling me again.
No.
You think about calling me again.
No. What? No. Okay, we gotta cut her. So someone cut her off, please. Cut her off, Dan, please. That was intense. I had no idea what I was in for. I've only ever been on one Tinder date before, and that person became a good friend of mine. So I guess you don't know what you're gonna get. Listen, this is the end of the show. Josh, Dan, why don't you come back? Actually, everybody, if you want to come back,
We did it.
turn on your cameras, except for the. I'm scared to turn on that Tinder date again, but anybody that wants to come back, you can come back. Chris, thank you so much for doing some writing for us. That's great.
Thanks for having me.
I want to thank Georgea. I want to thank Kaitlin. I want to thank Jean, of course. I want to thank Dan Tahmizian for doing all the switching behind the scenes. Josh Finkelman for being the voice of the show online. Martha Chaves, thank you so much. There she is, fully clothed. Honestly, it was a really nice date. Bob Kerr, thank you for figuring out. Okay, thank you for figuring that out. And listen, 420, thank you very much. Michelle Lost Beauty, Barb Brownlee, all the people that donated. Please continue to share the links. We're here every Wednesday. And yeah, I'm going to leave you with this last video. Basically, it's a trailer for yet another movie based on a kids show, a kids game, sorry. You've all played it. A little bit of hide and seek. Thanks for joining us in the DG special. Please donate, share. Peace.
This summer,
I'm going to count to 3. And when I'm done, you all better be hiding.
you're not going to want to hide from this movie.
Because I will be seeking.
You're going to want to seek it.
1. 2. 3.
The National Enquirer says this movie doesn't exist.
I can hear you.
People magazine raves B+.
It was a bird. Come out! Come out! Wherever you are!
What? No!
Look, you can hide, but you can't hide! I found you. And now, it's my turn to hide. So you're it.
Oh, so I seek now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Hide and go seek.
Did he find you?
He did.
That new guy's intense, huh?
Yeah. But you better run now, because I'm it. I'm going to find you. 1.
Hide and go seek. 3 friends.